Meowdy and welcome. My name's en-viss, my pronouns are they, them, and this is my Flosstube channel, Sleepy Goblin Crafts, where I talk about all things cross-stitch and sometimes other things if I feel like it. It's been over a month since I have filmed, since I've posted a video, so I apologize. I have been sick. I have been hit with a slump. I've been mostly playing video games for the last couple of weeks, so while I have quite a bit of cross stitch to show y'all, I also really haven't been stitching all that much the last couple of weeks. There's a lot to show you guys despite all of that. Let's get right to it. Get comfy, grab something to drink or snack on, and we will hop right in. Like I said, I am getting over being sick, so you'll have to forgive how I sound, but I wanted to get a video out to y'all because it's, like I said, it's been over a month. I have a very exciting charity fundraiser to share with y'all. You probably have seen it. It's all over Instagram right now, but I will get into that later. First, we will just jump right in to finishes, of which I have two SAFs, a start and finish. The first being Stitch for Pride 2025. This is Pipas Pista. They were a trans hitman, a Hungarian hitman, and I did the light pink stitches in the DMC called for. I'm sorry, it's not really focusing. I did them in the called for, and then I did the pipe. I did the pipe in a brown. The smoke is half stitches, so it went really fast. I'm doing this on the called for resistance fabric from Mislaid Pages. I'm doing this on 18 count. And that, like I said, that was really quick, especially because the smoke was half stitches. I also have another start and finish. This is from Amanda DeLong of Bad Stitch. I'm in her Patreon, and she released this adorable pattern. This is Cottage Witch Sampler. I did change the colors on this quite a bit. She has two colorways for it, and I guess I kind of did a mixture of both colorways. I didn't have any, like, I had like two of the called for. So I just kind of pulled from stash and went with a vibe that I felt was appropriate for the fabric, which is 28 count dusk from BeStitchMe. I really like how it turned out. The colors remind me of like what a granny witch, her favorite colors would be. So this was a really quick stitch. Bats are really cute. They're my favorite. They're carrying little keys. Next are my WIPS, which I have plenty of. We're going back to early October for some of these. So you'll have to forgive me if I don't remember what I exactly worked on with these. Because I was finishing up some things before I started my Halloween stitches. Some of these are Monopoly calls. The first in my WIP pile that I worked on is Wood Duck Sampler. This is by Mud Puppy Stitchery. I am doing this as a model stitch for her. If I remember correctly, I mostly just worked on fill-in of the water down here. I think maybe I put in these I think these are supposed to be cattails. I don't exactly remember. It's I haven't touched this since early October. I really am liking how this is coming along. It's a lot of block stitching, so it's relatively easy to work on. I'm doing this on 32 count plain air, which is a Zweigart fabric. So I'll probably start working on this again sometime soon. Next is Strawberry Farmer Cat by Stitch Sprout. This was another stitchy game call that I play with some friends. It's kind of hard to tell. I did a lot of beige fill-in her dress up here and like on the sides. So not really a ton of visible progress, but the you can't even really see it from back here. If I turn my light on, yeah, no, that makes it worse. But it's fill-in that needed to be done. This is being done on 18 count vintage from BeStitchMe, so little by little it is getting done. And I'm sorry that my camera's not focusing very well. I imagine it's because I'm downstairs right now. And obviously the lighting is awful. This next one I started because it was Eli of Thick Threads. It was his birthday earlier in the month of October, and he asked folks to stitch on vibrant fabric for his birthday, and so I happily obliged. I pulled out Against the World by Marumi Designs. I am stitching this on 18 count History of Violets from Man Darcy. I basically, this top row of cypress trees, I went over almost to the edge. I don't think this is like fully the edge yet. And then I started on the second row, which is a row of lavender. I'm using one strand of Pirate and Robin Werewolf for this. It is a very nice variegated black, gray to yellow. Chose this as my Pride start this year because it reminds me of the non-binary flag colors. I'm really liking how this is coming along. It's kind of challenging for me to work on, mostly just because the fabric is so stiff, so it does end up knotting very easily unless I work in like smaller sections. So this one's definitely kind of like a learning project for me to like figure out like what a good middle ground is. Next is The Herbalist by Loombug. This was a Monopoly call. You will have to forgive the hanging thread, but I got quite a bit of progress done on this one. This is being done on 32 count light hazelnut from xjuDesign. I really, really love how this is coming together. I put work in this little portrait here, and I started getting the lavender filled in, hence the hanging thread. This is going to look so good once it's done. Next is another Monopoly call, Fairy House, which is a buttons and beads Mill Hill kit got called. So I basically put in all of this green here and on this side, and you can actually, it's kind of fun, you can actually tell on this side, you can tell that's a leaf, and the leaf is coming up here, and you can see the pathway starting to form right along here. It's coming along very good. I'm very pleased with how this is turning out. I still need to invest in a magnetic frame because stitching on perforated paper is like without a hoop is not enjoyable for me. Another stitchy game call last month was Pastel Potions. This is by Colorfully Sarah Shop. So I worked in this potion bottle that did not exist last time, and I put in a bunch of the stars and these little mushroom guys. I'm sorry for the weird lighting and shadows. I put all of the like stars and shit in. I put in this star, these mushrooms. I put in a lot of white fill-in, not fill-in, but like some of the white stitches. It's coming along. It's looking really good. This is being done on 16 count Isolde. And my last WIP that I've worked on, this is a gift for a work friend for our gift exchange. So as far as I know, they don't watch my videos, so this should be safe. This is I'll Be Seeing You by Witch's Garden Crafts. I am stitching this on 22 count oatmeal Aida that I picked up at Scrap Ann Arbor. And yes, I am insane because I am stitching this over 2. In my defense, I thought this was a 16 or 18 count when I first started, and then I was like, wow, this is really tight. I was like 200 or 300 stitches in, and I measured it and I realized that it was 22 count. But I really like the full stitches. I think it's coming along great. I'm about halfway done with this, so the goal is to finish it in the next month to have it done in time for our exchange. Next are these are the Halloween WIPs that I worked on. Trying to keep that together. These were also worked on in the month of October. First is Cato Lantern by Luminous Fiber Arts. I got the border done. It's all colored in. I got in this adorable mouse here. And I started work on the cat's head. This was a 100 Days to Halloween start I did with Selena of Spicy Selena Crafts and Krista of Clover Hop Stitching on Instagram. Both of them have finished theirs. I am the last one, but you should definitely check out their finishes. They are both amazing. I don't know when I'm going to pick this one up again, is the thing, just because I have my plans for November and December. I just don't know if I'm going to finish it this year. That'd be great, but with how little I'm stitching right now, I really can't foresee what the timeline of this looks like. But that's okay. That's all right. I love how it's turning out. It's gonna look really cute. Next, I've got a ton of progress done on the Goblins, which is a cross stitch and country crafts magazine pattern from 1995. I started this with Kitty the Sulky Stitcher for just a Halloween start in September. Was it September or August? I don't remember. I'm stitching this on 18 count vintage Stormy Night, which is a Zweigart fabric. And these little gobos are coming in really, really great. They do look kind of haunted without their eyes, but it's better than how they looked previously. Before, they looked even more haunting. But this is about, there's a hat on this one, But so this is about as tall as the, I shouldn't say that. This is the top of the pattern, but this isn't how wide the pattern is. This border is as wide as it is, so I didn't really leave myself much room on this side. Go figure. But that's alright. It's fine. They are coming along really cute. There is a ton of backstitch in this to like pull it together. Also, the bodies of the goblins are like all blended threads. You can't really tell in this light, but like outside of like their ears and like part of their tail, all of that gray are 2 blended threads. And don't get me wrong, the effect looks great, but whoa, it's a lot. This is about 1,000 stitches in these guys. My last WIP from October, I worked very, very briefly on Spooky Night Sal from Tiny Modernist. This was a stitch along. It's done now, but I am making adjustments to it. I'm not doing all of the blocks, mostly because I just want to edit it. Like, I want to curate it to my own, the way that I want it to look. So the block next to the center flower pot was originally a witch. I am changing it to be the monstrous plant, which I think Seymour is coming in great. I've got the backstitch in on his mouth. Yeah, this was just one night of work, but I think this is gonna look really cool once I'm done. The vision that I'm visioning, we will see if it works out. This is being done on 16 count Banshee. Next are my starts, which are primarily, my Halloween starts. There's a lot. No, there's not. There's 3. I have 3 starts. First being Skelecat in the Moonlight by Lola Crow. I started on the fence, and it is coming along very, very well. The dimension in the fence is really great. The original is on a black, and this is as dark of a fabric that I had at the time when I started it. This is just 16 count scrap. I don't remember of what. But I figured it won't have the same effect, but it'll still look really cool on this mottled gray blue. So it'll be good when I get to the cat. Next is Dark Familiar. This is from Lindsey Stitches' book Magical Cross Stitch. Black Phillip homage. I am doing this in 310, but also in a Roxy Floss one of a kind black forest on the goat and like the background. It's hard to tell in this light, but it is a it's like a dark brown with green splotches. I haven't put in the moon phases yet, mostly because I want to get this in first, like the goat and the background, and make sure I have enough floss to do that first. Otherwise, the moon phases will be in black. The border is black, 310. And this is 14 count tarnished from Picture This Plus, which I really like working on. It's soft. My last start is Goth Chicken by Lindsey Stitches. I just got the alphabet in. This is from her book. I can't remember. I'll put in a picture right here. I'm putting in pictures of all of these. I am too lazy to go and grab any physical patterns right now. But this is Goth Chicken. I started on the border, which is actually very fun. I really like working on this border, and the alphabet. The border is in 310 and the alphabet is in this really fun floss from Oblong Meow. It is called Minerva, and it is really great to work with. It's a nice variegated gray. I don't know how long this is going to take me. This is a 32 count Winter Moon, which is a Zweigart fabric. It's obviously a huge piece of fabric. Looking at this, I really hope I gave myself enough margin on the side before I cut it. I think I did. We will see. Hopefully I did. Hopefully I wasn't stupid and cut too close, or cut like over the margin. This was finished as a pillow, but I don't know what I'm gonna finish it as. My last start is Stitch for Pride 2025. This is Vita Sackville Wist for November. She was the partner of Virginia Woolf and was a poet, an author, a garden designer. I really love how this pattern's coming along. I'm using not the called for DMC. I don't have 3733, which is supposed to be like the pink color for this. I'm using 3734, I think, mixed with 554, which is like the lighter purple, to create the variegation. But like the heart, and like I'm gonna put some more of the pink along, probably up here. I really am happy with how this project has turned out. It's looking really good. We just have December left, which I'm assuming is gonna be this middle part here, because the Virginia Woolf is like here. Doesn't go up much further, does it? It does. It goes up a little further. It does kind of go up like, probably up to here. We'll see. But yeah, this has been great. It's very fulfilling. Okay. Those are all of my WIPs. Those are all of my starts. Plans. I'm gonna finish I Will Be Seeing You. This just needs to be finished sooner rather than later. That way I can continue work on Wood Duck Sampler, And I can finally get back to the autumn section of Nature's Journey because I have not touched that. In fact, I have frogged progress since you guys last saw it. I had to frog the moth here because it was miscounted by like 2 over, and I couldn't handle that. So I had to frog like 300 stitches. It's fine. I'm not devastated about it at all. I will take this moment to talk about the current ongoing charity that is being hosted by Spellbound Stitches. I will put up graphics here. This is a wonderful campaign that is being, it is currently available. You have until November 23rd, which is about 2 weeks from today, and all you need to do to get this amazing bundle of 30 patterns is donate $15 to one of 5 charities, which are Doctors Without Borders, PAL Humanity, Canadian Immigrant Women's Association, the ACLU, or Border Angels, which services Mexico and the US. So these are bookmarks. I'm going to pop up a couple of my favorites that I'm very excited about. The first being from Bad Stitch herself. This is Lady of the Lake, who is from Arthurian legend. I just love her head peeking out over the water. Another one that I love is Antlers in Bloom from Haunted Frames. Cute little cat creature with horns. Love that. Next one is Needle Designs, historical fiction, Lost Flower Blade. Just love a good sword design. Love the flowers. It's very good. And Flossie Fox Shop's Mythology, Freya's bookmark. Freya is a deity who is very near and dear to me, and this, I think, just honors her very simply. I love that it showcases her 2 cats and her hawk. It's very good. And also this heron habitat by Spouting Lupine for the science section. He's just so handsome. I love a good heron. So those are just a few of my favorites. Obviously there are 30 that you can choose from, and honestly all of them are amazing. So definitely, if you have the means, donate $15 to one of these incredible charities and get yourself an amazing bundle of bookmark designs, because this is, not only are you supporting a important charity that does amazing work, you're also inevitably supporting artists, real artists. So this is through November 23rd. Get them while it's hot, because you will be missing out if you don't. I'm gonna move into haul really quick, because I do have some stuff from Stitch Fest Emporium that I went to earlier in October that I would like to show. I also have a little bit of Stitchy kindness I'd like to share. If haul is not your thing, I completely understand. I appreciate you for hanging out with me and while I yap about the cross stitch that I have done over the last month and a half. So thank you. We'll see you next time. So as far as haul goes, I do have a bit, but that's because I allowed myself to splurge on a little bit at Stitch Fest. However, not all of it is from Stitch Fest. So we're going to start with Stitchy Kindness, which an incredible thank you to Stephanie from Cross Stitch the Globe. She, in one of her videos, I mentioned how I didn't realize that this pattern was out of print and how, like, I was going to have to keep an eye out for it because I love Wizard Cat so much. Your sadness will pass, my friend. It is such a good sentiment. This was a collaboration that Lindsey Stitches did with Hannah Detterbeck, who is an artist on Instagram. And I think she has her own website too, I believe. So this is licensed art from Hannah Detterbeck, and I just love it so much. It, like I said, the sentiment is very, very important to me. So thank you so much, Stephanie, for passing this, for grabbing this and passing this along. I really do appreciate it. I am in the Abby Top Knot auto ship for Year in the Woods 2, and my copy of the turkey came in. I am not a Thanksgiving person particularly. Like, my family gets together for Thanksgiving and everything, but that's not why I necessarily was drawn to this. Growing up, my family lives in the boonies in Michigan, so we lived on the edge of a swamp, and for whatever reason there was a family of turkeys that would nest in the forest behind our house, and every fall and winter they would just hang out in our backyard. So this is very nostalgic for me, oddly. Like, just growing up seeing wild turkeys in my backyard, it's fun. They're huge. Like, turkeys are gigantic. And I just really love the colors of this. I love the flowers, the little house. It's very cozy. It's very nostalgic for me, so I had to get it. And also, the last of my non-Stitch Fest Emporium haul. This is my October fabric of the month from Mystic Fabrics. This is the color Eris. It's actually kind of showing up really well in this lighting. It's a gray blue with like splotches of yellow, like peach. It looks really good. I love this, actually. It's a really, really good color. So I was very excited to get it. Next, Stitch Fest Emporium. I might as well talk about it while I'm showing stuff. It was fun. It was similar to like convention and markets that I was sent, that I've been to, versus I guess what like a normal stitching retreat is, like what people would expect from. So for me, this is my first time going to a retreat, but if you ask others, this wasn't like a typical retreat. Designers were there in person. The stitching rooms were split into two spots. Like there were two different stitching rooms. I did get to meet Jen of Stitch Crypt and Steph of Fine Front Stitching, which was wonderful. I love meeting online friends in person. It's so fulfilling for me. I also got to chat briefly with Tracy Horner of Ink Circles and Liz from Hello from Liz Matthews. Both are delightful, very personable. They are so passionate about cross stitch. Hopefully like this, honestly, hopefully an event like this can happen again in my area. It was really nice to be able to go to it for just one day. I was very exhausted afterwards, don't get me wrong, but it was very fulfilling. Okay, so there were door prizes, like it was like you put your name into a drawing. It was a drawing prize, I guess. And this is what I got. I got Edith Bro 1880 sampler. This fabric came with it. Lava chocolate from Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. I picked this because the colors on this I thought would really go well on this dark brown fabric. Like those yellows and those pinks, the blues. I just thought it would pop really well on this fabric. So, and this is a fat eighth. It's tiny. What is this? A 32 count? Oh, it's Lugana. It's a 32 count Lugana. And the model for this is a 32 count Belfast. So, I imagine it should fit if I put those together. So, I don't have any plans on starting this anytime soon. Maybe this will be a sampler September start next year. We'll see. I just liked the colors. Okay, now for haul. I did pick up 2 fat quarters while I was there. First being this xjuDesign khaki linen, 32 count. I was looking for a green, because if y'all haven't seen xjuDesign posted her final color, or not color, her final the stitch for her, I think it's called 11 Rabbits. It's the one with the dragon. Looks so freaking good. I don't think I can put this back on it. That's fine. So I was looking for a good green, and this is coming up more gray in this light. It's definitely still like a darker green. I don't know if this is what I'm going to use for that when I do eventually get around to stitching it, but I wanted to have a green in stash just in case. And Atomic Ranch Fabrics was there at Stitch Fest, so I picked up, this is Weathered Stone. Is this 32 count? Yeah, I grabbed a 32 count. Oh my god, there we go. Okay. It's this nice, lightly mottled gray yellow. I really, really like this fabric a lot. I think it's a, sorry, it's like, it's like super washing it out. It's very hard to tell right now, sorry, but it's a very good neutral. I like it. And lastly, patterns. So I picked up 4 patterns. Technically 3 physical and a digital, because Ink Circles had a discount code for digital patterns that I picked up. I'll insert a picture. I picked up 3 mittens by Ink Circles. I have been thinking a lot about nursery rhymes recently that I grew up with. I don't know why. Mostly because I think there aren't enough patterns that have like good nursery rhyme, or just childhood patterns. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but 3 mittens was one that I grew up on, obviously, and 3 little kittens lost their mittens. It's a classic, and I really like the colors of it, so I don't know when I'm going to start it, but I really like it. And then the physical patterns that I bought, this is from Fine Frog Stitching. This is Longest Night. It's this cute little rabbit with a snowy scene. It's very delicate. Jen from Stitch Crypt posted a preview of this, like a sneak peek, prior to Stitch Fest, and I knew immediately I had to get this. This is the window, which, oh my god, this is so good. I I love it. The window, the cat, the background, it's all very good. And then lastly, I picked up House on Pumpkin Hill from Liz Matthews. I had my eye on this when she released it for Market this year, and I just never got around to getting it. And I saw the model in person, and all of her models are amazing. Her and Kathy Barrick's model, like, all of their stuff is just immaculate, incredible. So I had to pick this up. I love it so much. Like, I don't know, just that cat standing on the top of the house, it brings me joy. So that is all that I picked up from Stitch Fest. Like I said, it was a good experience for me. I know some people I don't think liked it as much because it wasn't like your typical retreat, but I come from like anime conventions where you are expected to kind of just like hop between rooms all the time. I thought it was fun. We're gonna move into other things. I'm gonna keep this as short as possible because we are nearing an hour. So Sean finished Ghost of Tsushima at the beginning of October. Ghost of Yotei came out, and so he moved right into that, so I had been watching him play Ghost of Yotei as well. Both are beautiful stories, amazing environmental details. I love Jin Sakai and Atsu for similar and different reasons. Like, these are incredible games. If you have the chance to play them or watch someone play them, definitely do, because they're good. They're just good. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I lost my stitching bug. I really have not been stitching much recently. I've been doing like 100 stitches a day just to get progress done on I'll Be Seeing You and my Stitch for Pride. Like, it's been rough, y'all. I've been more interested in playing video games, which that really isn't super surprising. Like, gaming is another one of my hobbies, and I am the type of person who can absolutely sit down and play a game for 8 hours straight, no problem. So, what have I been playing? Well, I was kind of hopping a lot. This started like mid-October. So I was feeling really depressed, and so I picked up my comfort game, which is Mass Effect, which, yeah, that's not what you would consider a comfort game, but it's the game I go back to when I'm sad because I love it so much. It's, I don't know, it's sci-fi, can't even say like it's the best story ever. I'm playing through Mass Effect. There's 3 games. I'm playing through Mass Effect 2 right now. I don't even know what to say. Like, I've put over like 300 hours into these games. Like, I've replayed them the same way over the last 10 years. Femshep, Shikarian, Vanguard. That's what I always do. So, outside of that, Sean and I picked up Guild Wars 2 briefly. We played it back in 2019, and we were kind of craving an MMO, a Western MMO that was not WoW. So it's free. The base game for Guild Wars 2 is free. So, and we have the first 2 expansions, which are Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire. So we were like, let's just get as far as we can and like go from there. So we both played Char. This is my character. I love her. I played a Necromancer. Sean played a Revenant. We got to level 70, which is like 10 levels below max level, so we haven't beaten the base game yet. And that's because we got back into Wuthering Waves, which if you watched my video, one of my videos over the summer, I briefly mentioned playing Wuthering Waves, like, because it was the anniversary event. I played it for like 2 days and then I put it back down. Well, suffice to say, I have been playing Wuthering Waves for like 2 weeks, going on 3 now. I'm catching up in the main story and I am having a ball. Unfortunately, it's a gacha game. Like, that's the unfortunate part, because those are incredibly predatory for some people. Came for the beautiful sad man. Stayed for the amazing story that's developing. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It's definitely not for everybody. Like, this is a game that does require timing and precision in your combat. So, like, if you can't parry, if you can't dodge, you're not gonna have a good time. And that is something I struggle with a lot. But I'm persevering. So, I'm almost caught up in the story. I have 2 or 3 chapters left. And then I am free to just explore, because it's an open world, so. Okay. That's all. That was a lot. I know I feel like I went through all of my WIPS and all of my starts really quickly, but there was just so much to get through, because I haven't filmed for over a month, and I can't, at this point, I can't guarantee when I'm gonna film again, mostly because, like I said, I'm not stitching a lot right now. I'm playing games, because that is what is bringing me joy right now. So I shouldn't say I'm stitching. I am getting, like, I am still enjoying stitching. It's just I'm enjoying playing games more right now. That's just where I am right now. I wouldn't say it's cozy gaming. It's not. I scream a lot playing games right now. But we'll see. We'll see. That's all I can say. So I can't guarantee that I will post a video in 2 weeks or a month. So, follow me on Instagram. I'm much more active there. I don't necessarily post all the time, but I am very active in my stories. So, you know, if you want something from me more regularly, Instagram is the place to hit me up. Outside of that, there is hope right now. We saw that from the election results on the 4th and 5th. So don't stop fighting, y'all. We gotta keep fighting. We can do it. I will just leave y'all with that. So, please take care of yourselves. Keep fighting. And I will see you next time. Bye. Of which I have two start and finishes. I really like these bats. Come on. Werewolf for this. It's a very delicate so it